We're fortunate today to be sitting here with Robert Benjamin. He's one of the leaders in the conflict resolution field. He has been mediating since the late 70s.
Conflict is, on one level, ugly and horrible, as is war. At the same time, to be able to come to some measure of, I hate the word closure, but some measure of terms to be able to move on, has a strange and tortured beauty. Many people who are drawn to this field are conflict avoidant. Now, lawyers are too, but perhaps even more so. And that affection bias, you know, Jerome Groopman, who writes about medical practice, has written a great piece about how doctors are really at risk if they care too much about their patients, because too often they don't want to ask the hard questions, and they're willing to let things slide. You know, so there's a risk of having an affection bias, of not asking hard questions, because I don't want to stir things, and they seem to be good, and the relationship is more important. Well, that's fine, but you may be doing these people a disservice. My job is not to make people friends. They'll do that for themselves. In fact, they may do it better if they've been given the real opportunity to deal realistically with hard issues. For instance, I'll give you a specific example. You have seminars on forgiveness. It's very nice to have some seminars on forgiveness. And forgiveness is very important, and it even has a neurological piece where the brain relaxes when you forgive. No question about it. Problem is that very often forgiveness does not come about except by understanding the desire and the need for revenge. And revenge also plays a very important part in our evolutionary psychology and biology. Many people will remark about how good it feels to take revenge. He hurt me. I want to hurt him back in some way. Now, it doesn't mean that you encourage people to act out, but it's important for mediators to have in their seminars not just the forgiveness, the feel-good part, but to have an appreciation of the harsh piece of the desire for revenge that most people feel. The ground rules is very often the mediator's need to control, less so than an effective technique for engaging the conflict. You know, it's kind of like, if you go into an orthopod, you have a very, very painful knee. He gives you all kinds of medication. You know, you don't feel it. You got all that Vicodin running through you. And then he says, and then he's moving your knee around. He says, where does it hurt? You know, I don't know. It's fine now. I can't feel a damn thing. I want people to express that anger, that frustration. It lets me know where their nerves are. It lets me know what I need to work with. But so what I tell them is that, it's my biggest bugaboo with the field, and what I would tell them is to not necessarily listen to so much of what they're being told about the how-to, and to think more about who are they and what are they trying to do.